Hey, Daryl here. Um, since I've been doing Instacart since April of 2020, I'm at about 4,500 batches. And since I've been doing it in the past 2.5 years, a lot of my friends that don't do it, they ask about it and they hear all the stories about 300 a day, 400 a day. I've run into guys that say they make 500 a day. Um, but the big question is, can you sustain that? Can you do that every day, every week, every month, every year, year over year, and sustain that 400 or 500 a day, 300 a day, even 250 a day? Can you sustain it? So the only way to kind of answer the question of it is to challenge. So I'm gonna just challenge myself on it because my answer to my friends is I don't know. I'm almost 60, and I don't know if I can sustain it or not. So uh, let's just do the results of it, and I'll do a vlog once a week. I'll put out one a week because I only have time for that. I have a family and everything. I don't have time to edit every day, so I'll take the one day off, edit, and I'll do one vlog a week, which will include the whole week, and it'll include every day and the batches within the day and any weird things that happened on any batches that I might do a little 30-second video on. And then the results at the end of the video. And all I ask is that, if you guys could please subscribe to the channel and help this channel grow so I can have time to do these videos, because they do take time, and like I said, I'm almost 60. I'm still learning how to do all this stuff. So if you could subscribe to the channel and like and do the notification bell, so when I do put out the weekly vlog, you'll get hit and you could check it out to see what I made that week. And then just keep the progress going. But it's a $75,000 a year Instacart challenge. And who knows? Let's see what the old man can do. All right, so here we are at the charger, 5:30. A little bit late. Try to get here by 5 because some of the stores around here in this area, they open at 5:30. So you kind of want to be there and be ready. The earlier you start in this game, the better. So if you like to work late, it's usually you're gonna have a pretty good day most times. Anyway, I'll see you back when get that first batch, and we'll go from there. All right, so it's about 9:50, almost 10 o'clock, and I'm at about $94. So today it's coming a little bit sooner than it usually does, but it's probably always going to work out the same. Anyway, back to it. And as you can see, I did 9 batches. I do take small batches as long as they're easy, small, medium, or large. And you can see the tips that people paid for the services. Tips are always bigger than the batch earnings. Today I made $248.24. So I'm here at the chargers, and here's a perfect example of why you should get up early in the morning. I mean, really early. I'm up at 4, I'm out of the house at 4:30, I'm at the charger by 5, and I'm done. I'm ready to go by 5:30 because some big stores open at 5:30, so you want to kind of be there for the batches that come in. But I'm going to show you a batch right now that came in as soon as I got on the freeway to head to the charger. This came in. CVS, $20, $19, $20 for 2 items. And at that time of the morning, you have a lot of time to look at a batch. So I clicked in it. I saw it was going right to the area that I basically right where my chargers, where the Tesla chargers are. So it was perfect. that's just one of the perks. That's why you want to be up. So now I'm already 20 bucks up. I know it doesn't sound like a lot of money, but all the 20s and 30s and 40s, they all add up. And by the end of the day, you want to be at 250. I mean, I want to be at 300, but 250 is the goal. But anyway, I'm at like $72 and it's 8:30, and I've actually been waiting for about 30 minutes, but that's all right. I'm not worried. They always come in. Anyway, talk to you soon. And I'm just doing this to show you, keep your rating high. I've been doing this since April 2020. I'm at almost 4,500 batches. Keep your rating high, but right in the middle where it says compliments, that is where you're getting all your tips from. Anytime you get a check for one of those helpful chat, smooth delivery items, that's usually what they're tipping for. And you want to keep that found items, pretty much up to where, I'm about 150 shy. Anyway, here you can click into my batches. You can see I always try to keep 100% found or replaced. I do not want to refund anything. Every time chat attempts is going to say yes because I open up with a greeting chat. And you can see I'm trying to keep 100%, as that is where you're going to get tips. That's where you're going to keep your batch pay up. Remember, Instacart gets paid per item. So if you refund, it's no sweat off them. If they don't get paid, you don't get paid. So you don't want to refund. And you can see on my batches, the replacements, I replaced it so it stayed at 100%. So I am trying to keep 100% found or replaced. It doesn't always work out like that. Sometimes the person just wants a refund no matter how many pictures you send them of upsell products. But as you can see, I'm trying to stay at 100% on all these batches, 100%. Replacements, if I have to replace it, great, 100%. If they didn't have the 16 ounce, how about the 32 ounce? Great, more for me, great. Keep it at 100%. Refunding is not part of the deal. Remember, treat it as a sales lead. You're trying to upsell, So, and Wednesday I did 10 batches. You can see I do small, medium, large, doesn't matter as long as it's easy. And of course, the tips outweigh the batch earnings. So today, I'm just going to wait for the same kind of batches. As you can see, if you just go to your diamond mine and go to a place where you get good Wi-Fi, a store that you get good Wi-Fi, and wait for the batches that fit you. I like all of them. They're all good to me. I'm not partial to anything. So I'm going to take triples. But I won't take batches that I make less than $1 per item. That's kind of a rule of thumb. I got to make $1 an item. So that's the rule I stick to. You can do whatever you want. But as you can see by my daily activity from the videos, usually there's a couple of those batches every day that bump the tip up. But sometimes I'll go, a couple days without somebody doing that. But it's easy to do if you just concentrate on the customer service. The way I look at Instacart is the way I look at any sales job. If I'm in sales, I have to get leads. And getting leads costs money, costs time. But Instacart does it all for you. They're throwing you the lead, all right? They're throwing you the customer. So, I mean, how nice can that be? That's pretty cool. They throw you the customer, and then it's up to you to use your customer service skills. First batch of the day, I took a $12 for 5 item 1 mile. It's important to get on the board, all right? It's 6:30. I want to be at my main store by 7. $12 on the board. Take it. Hey, just a real quick video. I just took a batch and nobody wanted it. It was like 13-mile delivery. It's about $38 for about 44 items. Sat in there, nobody wanted it. Took the batch. There were previous notes from a previous shopper, and they couldn't find the address because the address was wrong. It was inputted into by the customer wrong. They couldn't find the address, so you call the customer. It's the first thing you do. You need to figure out how to fix these problems as much as you can before you call chat, before you get in touch with Instacart. So I got there, the address was wrong, the previous Instacarter couldn't figure it out, and then started being rude to the customer through chat, because the customer was trying to tell them how to get into their property, but the address was wrong. So the Instacarter couldn't figure it out, and instead of calling them, they just did it through chat. You got to call people. So they told the customer, you have to come out to the main road or I'm going to cancel the order, which the main road was about a mile. You had to drive into a canyon. So the Instacarter canceled the order, and it went back in the queue, and I took the order. Same thing happened to me. I went there's the wrong address. So I called twice, left a message. No one was calling me back. No one answered. So I got on with Instacart chat, and Instacart chat was not coming. You know, it was like I was going to have to wait. So I was on the side of the road waiting, and the customer called me and said, are you at the gate? I said, there's no gate. And they said, okay, what address do you have? I said, gave them the address. They go, no, that's wrong. Our address is this. And so I go, okay, I know where that is. I went there, pushed the gate code, got in, went down in there a mile, and delivered it. And Instacart chat never came. And so I canceled the chat, obviously, after I delivered it. But you cannot rely on Instacart chat to bail you out every time. Most times they will. Matter of fact, when you're in checkout, that's when they're definitely going to help you. Alcohol deliveries that can't be delivered, they're going to help you. Wrong address, they're going to help you, but it might take a minute. So you have to try to figure these things out yourself. And it's best to just call the people. Call them. And then if there's no answer, you're going to have to wait with Instacart chat, and Instacart chat will help. But make sure you do everything. You contact them through the chat, so it's all documented. So if anything comes back later, you say, nah, you just check the chat. You can see where I'm at. And Instacart will. Everything's documented. Don't ever forget that. That's what the app is coded for. So don't play games. Do things right, and you'll win every time with Instacart. So it's the end of the day. It's about 6:30. I just dropped off the last batch, and once again ended about $281 today. So for the week, I'm at $1,089. I'm at $1,089 for the week. So if I can put up $250 tomorrow and $250 on Saturday, that puts me around $1,600. It's the same every week, pretty much. Ends up around $1,500 or more, sometimes a little less. So here's Thursday's results. Did 281.06, and that took about 11 batches. So you can see how it works out. This is something I wanted to put on here. The third item down is alcohol. When I got to the checkout, they could not get the security device off the bottle. He tried to open it and broke the bottle, and it was the last bottle. I told him to take it off the order, and I don't think the checker took it off. Always make sure that they take that off, because if they paid for it and there's no alcohol in there and they complain about it like they did, that could not look good if you have a bad rating. Again, I'm just showing you where your tips come from. And as far as speed, I don't know why people try to think that starting a batch before you push start shopping by doing a bunch of items, putting them in the cart and it gets your speed, is going to get you more batches. I just don't believe it's true. Just do things the right way. Stop trying to juke the system. Look, the most important metric you need is not speed of items. And I know a lot of people that think like that. That's not your most important metric. Most important is found or replaced 100%. You want 100%. Replace items, upsell, go for the extra tips, be nice, contact them. Very rarely will a customer say, hey, you're talking to me too much, leave me alone. I've never had it happen. I've had them say they're busy, but hey, 100% is how you do it. So here I am. It's about 6:20. I got to the Chargers late because I slept an extra hour. And sure enough, as soon as I got in my car, triple sitting in there. Wasn't a very good one. It's like 38 for 55 items. And it was only 2 miles delivery, so all the delivery was in the same area. But it was sitting right there. Had I got up earlier, I could have gotten it. And it sat in there. I think it's still sitting in the queue because nobody's, remember, we're on the road less traveled. There's nobody on this road except for us. So I'm here at the Charger. So today, starting out, I'm at 1328 for the week. Try to put up 225 today. Put me at 1550. And then, like I said, try to do like a few batches tomorrow morning. Then spend the whole day with my daughter ice skating, having fun. And then we'll start it again. So here's Friday's results. As you can see, again, tips outweigh 12 batches. There was a lot of batches, a long day, but you can see I take small, medium, large. I just want the batches to be easy. I'm not trying to stress over batches. So it's Saturday. Took that first batch. Just was going to tell you about it real quick. It was a 55. It was a triple. When I looked in there, order A had like 11 items, but there were 2 big cases of water, like 35 count cases of water. So when I went in, I just did order B, which had like 26, 27 items, and then order C, which had like 7 items. I shopped order B and C first because I knew order A would not fit in the cart with B and C in there, okay? 2 cases of water, and then they had 2 20-pound cat litters. So to make it easy on myself, I shopped B and C first. And then when I got done with that, since it's really early in the morning, there's hardly anyone in the store, you just ask the manager if you can put your cart aside. It's got 2 orders. They know what's going on. And then I went and shopped the order A real quick. So when I got back to checkout, just went through checkout. But let me tell you something about these orders. You have to be careful. It was like 45 items, $55, 45 items. And I took it at $6.50. It's $8.50. And I'm pretty fast shopper, but that's still only $25 an hour. So I can make a lot more than that in the store doing smaller orders. You get it? Right? Sometimes the big orders don't make you as much, even though the number's bigger. While I'm running a $55 order for 2 hours, other shoppers are running 3 $20 orders or 4 $20 orders in that 2 hours. They're killing me, right? All right, I hope that helps somebody. All right, have a great day. All right, here we are, Saturday. I am taking tomorrow off, so here's the last day of the week. You can see I did 8 batches on Saturday, and the results were pretty good. So before I show you the weekly totals for the first week, I just thought I'd ask you guys, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the like button and the notification bell. It's going to help to give me time to do these videos. And I really appreciate you guys watching the videos. And if they're helping you in any way, or you like the content, please give a thumbs up and help the channel grow. I really appreciate it. And all right, so here's the first week's totals. So, as you can see, I made $1,556.55, and it looks like the tips outweighed the batch earnings by about $200. And you can see people pay for the service. Give them good service. They're paying for it. All right, take care. See you next week.